'Neath the deafening silence and autumn air, the salamander slept, scales colliding, writhing against bones as in his dreams he crept. He found a palace, a place of wishes, those of which he did drink, and dreamt himself a fantasy that no other creature should think. I wish I were a bird with wings, flying so high above, and he swapped his scales for the feathers of a golden turtle dove. But sir, the walls echoed to him, be careful as a bird, I fear you will lose yourself in those skies which you have heard. The salamander did listen and left its speed without sound, soared through the valleys tucked and tight, far high above the ground. He gained himself a name, and the dove did friend a wizard, and for breakfast the next day he did feast upon a lizard. O Pallas, though this has been fun, I think I've had enough. Though a bird has seen the world, I wish I were a wolf. But sir, the walls once again replied, be careful in the night, for wolves do see so many things you do not see in flight. The dove did listen as fur crawled over his now muscly mass. He felt a rage and hunger for the innocents who did pass. But with each bird he ravished came a great jealousy, for those who tried to catch him man were better than was he. O Pallas, in this form, I've done all that I can. Let's screw this feral nonsense and just turn me to a man. But sir, please spare me tips, I can handle this myself. So the walls did bring him whiskey to drink to his health. So the wolf did walk through yonder, with no penny to his name, in hope to find a way to stake a rightful claim to fame. But the people judged and tricked him, made a mouse out of his pride. Though someone said everyone is different, and you're lucky to be alive, I will stand by your side, because that's what creatures do. You're a lonely wanderer, and I'm human just like you. Animals need animals to live a happy life. I'm made by my mother, my children and my wife. And as the friend held out a hand, the salamander sighed. Had he become a tyrant through all options he had tried? He shook the kind man's hand and then swiftly he resigned, with thoughts of desert kingdoms, and a life he'd left behind. So the man walked back to the palace, a shred of who he was, with one last wish for the walls, one last cause. The walls held up a mirror, he did stutter at the sight. I wish I were a salamander and kissed the form good night.